Hey everybody and welcome back. If you're new around here, I'm Jack, this is Joe, and that is our dog Frank. We are travelling around Europe in our home and we have spent the past 2 months exploring Spain and Portugal. In this video, we've finally managed to pull ourselves away from Portugal's famous beaches as we make our way into the lesser known mountains of this country. So if you're looking for some travel inspiration, you've come to the right place as we explore and hike around this pocket of rural Portugal. Click subscribe and welcome to these wild journeys in Portugal. Good morning. Last time we saw you, we were stuck in Baleal. And that's pretty much what happened for a whole week of our time in Portugal. That's a beautiful spot. But now we have to get out of Schengen, so we're going to slowly make our way out of there. We've got a few plans that we need to do and a few stuff, but I'll tell you all about that on Instagram. Follow us. But for this one, for this adventure, for this video, we're going to spend 48 hours in a national park in Portugal to see if there is more to Portugal than just its awesome beaches. And I reckon it's definitely got more than beaches because this place is beautiful. But yeah, let's go for a morning walk and then let's go explore Peneda Geres, which is the national park that we're in. So the spot we stayed in last night, we didn't really have a clue. Well, we knew it was by a lake, but we didn't know what it looked like because we arrived at night. It's beautiful and it was so quiet and there was no light pollution. The stars were just amazing. And we've just woken up for a very early morning walk. It's probably about the earliest we've got up for a while. 8 o'clock in the morning. It's very early, isn't it, Joe? Very early for Joe.
Frank's fine there, apparently.
Frank's loving it.
He loves early morning.
Frank's had a couple of days off because he had to go to the vets, so now he's loving being outdoors again. But yeah, it's just really nice change of scenery and super quiet, and all you can hear is birdsong. Peneda Geres National Park is a unique place in Portugal, home to landscapes that you can't find anywhere else in this country. Wolves, boars and lynxes are rumoured to inhabit the mountains, while it's also home to rivers, lakes, waterfalls and rural villages and towns steeped in farming culture and a way of life that has been unchanged for decades or perhaps centuries. After our first walk of the day down to the Homem River, we were looking forward to exploring this distinctly different part of Portugal. After a spot of coffee, of course. That's the lake that we just walked to. Joe's got the kettle on. Frank's eating his breakfast.
Life's good.
Life is good, and we're going to have an awesome day. I can already tell.
Beyond gravel, beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand.
You ready to go for a walk? You ready to go for a walk, bud? Got your hiking harness on, quick snack, then we're ready to roll. So the first waterfall that we're going to today is called Cascata.
I'm
I'm going to say
Not very
Cascata de Pincaes, as it does say, but it's not that. And we're not sure if it's going to be full flowing because someone spoke to us in Portuguese and we didn't really understand. But we know that there's a drought all over Portugal. But it's supposed to be rain tomorrow. And he was saying something about it being better on Saturday and Sunday. But we haven't got Saturday and Sunday, so let's just go check it out. Whew.
Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes.
That's what that local was saying to us. I think he was saying you can't access them right now. Don't know why. But yeah, this guy was just saying something to us in Portuguese. We kind of understood, and it was like there's no direct access, but maybe that meant we have to go a weird way. But it's just blocked off. We've had a lovely walk in the mountains, and we're going to go find another waterfall. So after a nice morning of walking, despite that failure of finding the waterfall, we're going to get some lunch and then carry on with the rest of our day in this national park. And the weather is delightful. Delightful. We've got a scruff head. But yeah, let's get some lunch to this awesome view. What are you cooking me?
Stir fry?
Oh, you're actually going to cook?
No.
All right, I'm cooking us stir fry.
We were going to just talk off camera about how you'll cook it. But I'll say I'll cook it for the camera.
Okay, cool. It's a shame I carried on rolling, isn't it? Let's eat. I don't think you can get many kitchens with a better view than this.
And what a view it was. From this lunch spot we could see all across the valley and the many towns and villages that cluster beside the dammed rivers and the lakes of the national park. Because it was off season, it meant that we were pretty much alone on the roads, but the weather was warm enough to have the doors open, giving us an incredible view from our sofa. For a few hours up on this viewpoint, we were back onto the mountainous single-track roads, on the search for another one of the park's famous waterfalls. And as you'll see, we were definitely not terrified about driving along these winding roads.
That's pretty hectic driving just then. Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. Are you going to skip a sharp corner?
You go right, really right.
Yeah. Oh! I'd get tight here, I think.
Yeah.
And maybe reverse.
Reverse as well.
Yeah.
You're reversing up.
Yeah. Let me get it tight and then. Let me get it real tight. Nice. That was a lorry. That was a logging lorry. As we were about to take that corner. But at least it means that big, massive logging lorries go up and down here. So after a hair-raising drive, we're off to go see some waterfalls, which are 900 meters high. They're called the Arado Falls, or how do you say it in Portuguese, Joe?
No idea.
Arado, I reckon. Or Arado.
Thank you.
Apologies to all the Portuguese people who may watch this. I'm trying to learn.
After a short walk along a road and up some steep steps, we were at the green, tree-lined, cascading waters of Arado Falls.
As mentioned, Portugal's in a drought, so usually that waterfall's pretty, well, I've seen pictures of it and it looks more intense than that. But we've had a lovely day. It's been quite accessible if you're not a big hiker. We haven't done too much hiking because Frank's been a bit sick. He's loved it. And it's been nice to get a different climate, hasn't it, Joe?
Yeah, it's really nice. I think that you've got to remember that different countries give you different things, and although Portugal has got lovely countryside hikes,
yeah,
I'm kind of excited when we go to places like Norway.
Definitely.
After another incredible night spent camped out amongst the trees and mountains of Peneda Geres, we were back out exploring, dodging Portuguese cows and taking on some rather hair-raising, twisting mountain roads. After a few swear words muttered under our breath in fear, we were back at the start of the hike for Mata de Albergaria, a protected forest in this national park.
Expert shut-in door skills. Oh, the river is. And look how clear the water is there. Really cool. Oh! Here he goes. So, a really cool fact that I read about this whole national park. You see here. So this is part of like a whole like old Roman road that stretches from like Braga in Portugal all the way to somewhere in northern Spain that I can't remember. But these stones basically mark each, it's going to have like an emperor's name on it from Roman times, and it will mark each time their like territory expanded. Yeah, I know. Joe's mind is blown just behind the camera right now.
So these have been inscribed by Roman...
Yeah, they would have been. So like, what, nearly, so it's like 1st century AD, so it'd be like 1,900 years ago.
What?
Yeah, mental. And they replaced it. Roman concrete, pal.
Whoa. amazing.
Imagine the ghosts around here.
I know. Well, I mean, that old terrifying house probably has something to do with them. What on earth? After that history lesson, cheers Marybeard, we came to the end of this lovely wild trek to the lagoons of Mata del Albergaria. While neither of us braved a dip, we had a fun few hours jumping around the rocks and exploring the different waterfalls and pools of water here.
So we made it to the lagoon, had a really nice, like, how long have we been there? 45 minutes or so, jumping around on the rocks, checking out the waterfalls. I think we're going to end this video here, a bit of a short one, but you don't need too long in this mountain area. 2 days is probably enough, but it's beautiful, and there's definitely more to Portugal than just its beaches.
Definitely.
And the fact that we've just been on this walk and there's no one else around is just delightful.
Yeah, it's lovely.
But yeah, see you on the...
Should we go before the wolves get us?
We will go home before the wolves get us.
And the bears.
And the bears.
Let's go.
See you on the next adventure. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Please do remember to subscribe. Whack a comment down below if you have any questions or thoughts on the video. And you can watch the start of our European adventure by clicking on our Van Life Europe playlist. And as always, for regular updates, make sure you follow us on our Instagram.
And catch us on the next video where we explore more mountains in the famous Pincaes de Europa National Park in northern Spain. See you there!